on to this story now. Trade Union Federation Cosatu has tabled a plan to save Eskom. Part of the plan is for the Public Investment Corporation to invest 200 billion rand into the utility. To talk to us about the suggested solution for the SOE, Cosatu's parliamentary coordinator, Matthew Parks, joins us from our Cape Town studios. Mr. Parks, good morning to you. Please confirm for us if indeed these reports are true that you intend taking money from the PIC and the UIF and pump it into Eskom.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having me. Yes, no, look, it's by and large correct. Look, Eskom is not just any state-owned enterprise or any company in the country. It's the most important single SOE we have. The entire economy, the entire nation revolves around Eskom. If Eskom collapses, not only are Eskom's workers' jobs at stake, but in fact all 12 million workers in the entire South Africa's jobs will be at risk. Currently the PIC, which is essentially workers' pension and insurance funds, already has 104 billion rand invested in Eskom. We've tailed proposals to government, to the ANC, through the Alliance, through NEDLAC, about how to save Eskom.
Yeah.
And it's several-fold. One is that we're willing to assist with Eskom around the debt issue.
Mr. Parks, let me ask you this question. Have all your affiliates under the umbrella Cosatu been consulted about this plan?
Yes, in fact, this plan was discussed at detail at Cosatu's Central Executive Committee meeting in November. And look, it doesn't just affect our members who work at Eskom, the members of the National Union of Mine Workers, but it affects all of our members. And we've all agreed that this is the moment that affects not just Cosatu, but affect the entire nation. And as workers, as business, as government, as a nation at large, we all must make a contribution towards saving this SOE.
Well, can I just come in there quickly then? Because your affiliate, the NUM, which organizes in Cosatu, in Eskom rather, was saying here yesterday that they are unaware of these plans. Has there been buy-in from that particular union on this plan?
Yes, no, in fact, look, maybe the individual was not aware, but NUM was part of the Cosatu Central Executive Committee meeting in November where it was discussed, and they're also part of the Cosatu team to NEDLAC, where there's a high-level task team engaged with government and with Eskom around plans to save it. And they also were part of our NEDLAC engagements on Tuesday with the Minister of Public Enterprise and Energy around ways to get Eskom back on its feet again.
Here's a question for you, Mr. Parks. What's the Federation's posture on Andre de Ruyter as Eskom CEO and, in fact, possibly being brought in much earlier than expected versus an individual like Brian Molefe, who is highly favored by the NUM?
Look, our focus right now is about how to save Eskom, and that must be done as a matter of the highest urgency. So we would welcome government's efforts to get management up and moving. We welcome the President's cancelling of Christmas leaves. And if part of that plan is to bring the CEO in faster, that's fine. We'll support it. They must get moving. We would not want to see the likes of Brian Molefe and other persons who were part of state capture, who were part of that era of mismanagement of not just Eskom, but of Transnet, the PIC, etc. We don't think we should confuse the problems of today with the crises of state capture of yesterday and mix those things. We need to move forward and not bring back compromised persons.
It appears then that you diametrically opposed with one of your key affiliates, the NUM, because they absolutely would love for Brian Molefe to have whatever surrounds him processed quickly, and then he can be possibly brought back into Eskom. What's Cosatu's relationship with the NUM? Is that union still in good standing?
Yes, no, NUM is one of our key unions. It's in good standing. It participates in all our structures. I looked at that interview, and I think what they were specifically actually trying to get across, maybe didn't come across well, was that they felt that previously there was a lot of emphasis placed, including during Molefe's era, around the maintenance of Eskom's plans, around avoiding load shedding and so on, which we would agree with. But we wouldn't agree to rehabilitating persons who compromised Eskom.
All right, Matthew Parks, thank you very much for your time. He is Cosatu's parliamentary coordinator.